lecture we have seen the definitions of and examples of graph, loop, multiple edges, right? Simple graph, neighbors. Now in this lecture we are going to see more definition related to the graph. So first definition is, if G is a graph with vertex set non-empty and edge set is empty, then G is called a null graph. For example, we take here we have given that the vertex set is non-empty and edge set is empty. That means suppose we take the vertex set of G is equals to A, B, C, right? We take 3 vertices and here edge set is empty, right? That means there are no edges. How we can draw this graph? Like this, A, B, C. So this graph is null graph, right? So next definition is finite graph. So graph is finite if number of vertices are less than infinity and number of edges are less than infinity. For example, suppose we take vertices. How many vertices? 4 vertices, and we take the 3 edges. So 4 and 3 is less than infinity. So this graph will become finite graph, right? So these two definitions are very simple. Okay. So next definition is vertex degree, right? So degree of vertex is the number of edges incident on that vertex, right? Let's see the example. We take the first example is a graph G with 4 vertices and 6 edges. Now we have to find the degree of all vertices of graph G. There are 4 vertices which are vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, vertex D. Now what is the definition of vertex degree? Degree of vertex is the number of edges incident on that vertex, right? Here first we find the degree of A, right? So how many edges incident on the vertex A? There are 3 edges, right? This one, 1, 2 and 3. These 3 edges are incident on a vertex A. Therefore degree of A is equals to 3. Now let us take the vertex B. How many edges are incident on B? There are also 3 number of edges incidents on B, right? Therefore degree of vertex B is equals to 3. Similarly, degree of vertex C is equals to 3 and degree of vertex D is equals to 3. So when we observe, then in a graph G there are all vertices have the same degree, right? So now we take another example. Here the graph G2, right? This graph is G1 and this graph is G2. So now there are 3 vertices, vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, right? And how many edges are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? 5 edges in a graph G2. Now we have to find the degree of vertex A. There are 2 edges incident on A, right? So that means the concept edges incident on that vertex means the A should be the end point of that edge, right? So here so if we take the edge 1, then A is the end point of this edge 1, right? Now we find the degree of vertex A. There are 2 edges incident on that vertex, so therefore degree of A is equals to 2. Similarly, on a vertex B there are 3 edges incident, therefore degree of vertex B is equals to 3. Now let us find the degree of vertex C. There are how many edges which are incident on C? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But जब एक वर्टेक्स होता है और जिस वर्टेक्स पे लूप होता है, राइट? इस वर्टेक्स को देखो, ए को एज का एंड पॉइंट है, राइट? लेकिन इस एज का सेकेंड एंड पॉइंट कौन सा है? बी. मतलब जो एज होती है उसके एंड पॉइंट्स क्या होते हैं? अलग अलग होते हैं, राइट? तो हम वर्टेक्स डिग्री एक ही बार काउंट करते हैं, राइट? तो लेकिन यहाँ पे वर्टेक्स सी पे लूप लिखा हुआ है, राइट? लूप ड्रॉ किया हुआ है. तो डिग्री ऑफ वर्टेक्स डिग्री ऑफ वर्टेक्स सी कैसे काउंट करेंगे? काउंट लूप ट्वाइस, राइट? सो हम क्या करेंगे, जब सी की डिग्री निकालेंगे तो क्या करेंगे? फर्स्ट, सेकेंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ एंड फिफ्थ लूप को हम 2 बार काउंट करेंगे. सो हाउ मेनी डिग्री ऑफ वर्टेक्स सी? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? Therefore degree of C is equals to 5. Now we see the another definition, graph isomorphism, right? So let us see. A graph G1 with vertex set V1, E1 is said to be isomorphic to the graph G2 with vertex set V2, E2 if there is a one-to-one correspondence between the vertex set V1 and V2 and a one-to-one correspondence between the edge set E1 and E2 in such a way that if E1 is an edge with end vertices U1 and V1 in G1, then the corresponding edge E2 in G2 has its endpoints the vertices U1, U2 and V2 in graph G2, which corresponds to U1 and V1 respectively, right? Such a pair of correspondences is called a graph isomorphism, right? ये definition आपको बहुत बड़ी दिख रही है, so प्लीज़ डोंट टेक टेंशन एंड डोंट बी कन्फ्यूज. हम क्या लेते हैं, एक एग्जांपल्स लेते हैं तो आपको समझ में आएगा. तो मैंने क्या लिए, दो ग्राफ लिए आइसोमॉर्फिज्म दिखाने ग्राफ, तो हमें क्या लगेगा, मोर देन वन ग्राफ लगेगा, राइट? तो फिर मैंने लिए दो ग्राफ G1 एंड G2. अब हमें चेक करना है कि वी हैव टू चेक इज G1 इज आइसोमॉर्फिक टू G2. लेट अस सी. While checking the isomorphism of graphs, first you check the number of vertices and number of edges in both graphs should be same. So let us count the number of vertices in graph G1. There are V1, V2, V3 and V4. There are 4 vertices in graph G1 and in graph G2 also 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? In graph G2 also there are 4 vertices. So number of vertices in G1 and G2 are same. Now we check the number of edges. In graph G1 there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges and in graph G2 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are also 5 edges. So number of edges and number of vertices in graph G1 and in graph G2 are same. Now, but this is necessary condition for which the number of vertices and number of edges should be same but not sufficient, right? So सिर्फ अब हमने क्या किया, नंबर ऑफ वर्टाइसेस काउंट किए एंड नंबर ऑफ एजेस काउंट किए, लेकिन इससे हमें ये नहीं पता चलता कि दोनों ग्राफ आइसोमॉर्फिक है कि नहीं. सो इसके लिए हमें क्या चेक करना पड़ेगा कि जो इफ यू टेक द वर्टेक्स V1, सो देयर शुड बी वर्टेक्स इन G2 विच हैज सेम प्रॉपर्टीज एज V1, राइट? सो V1 की प्रॉपर्टी क्या है, V1 की डिग्री, how much degree of V1? The degree of V1 is equals to 2 because there are 2 edges which are incident on V1. So there should be one vertex in graph G2 which has degree 2. Is there any vertex which has degree 2? Yes. Here W1 is a vertex and also W3 is a vertex which have degree 2. Therefore, now we check how many vertices in graph G1 which has degree 2. There are 2 vertices V1 and V3, right? So and remaining 2 vertices have degree 3. So in graph G1 there are 2 vertices which have degree 2. Therefore in graph G2 also there should be only 2 vertices which have degree 2. So let us check. In graph G1 there are vertices V1 and V3 which have degree 2, and also in graph G2 there are W1 and W3 are vertices which have degree 2, and also in graph G1 there are 2 vertices which have degree 3, and also graph G2 there are 2 vertices in graph G2 which have degree 2, right? Therefore the G1 is isomorphic to G2, right? Now the next definition is complete graph, right? So a complete graph is a simple graph in which each pair of distinct vertices are joined by an edge, right? So complete graph means a graph is a simple graph, right? Simple graph means there should not be loop and multiple edges. A graph without loop and multiple edges is a simple graph in which each pair of distinct vertices are joined by an edge. Suppose we take 4 vertices, right? Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Now each pair of distinct vertices, pair means क्या, इसमें 2 elements होते हैं. Suppose we take these 2 elements, these 2 vertices, we make the pair of these vertices. these two vertices join, and these two vertices should be joined by an edge, right? Next we take these two vertices, right? These two vertices also joined by an edge. Similarly, we take these two vertices should be joined by an edge. Also these vertices should be joined by an edge. Also we take these two vertices, this pair of vertices here we can join, and also this way, right? So this graph will become complete, right? And complete graph is denoted by Kn. Here n is a number of vertices. Let us take an example, right? So here we take the graph with one vertex. So in this graph there is no loop and there is also no multiple edges, right? So this graph will become simple. Now next condition is each pair of distinct vertices are joined by an edge. But यहाँ पे तो एक ही वर्टेक्स है, सो ज्वाइन करने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. तो दिस ग्राफ विल बिकम कंप्लीट एंड इट इज़ डिनोटेड बाय K1. Why K1? Because here n is equals to 1. That means there is only one vertex, right? So take next example. I have taken here two vertices, right, and joined by an edge E1, right? So is this graph complete? Yes, of course, because there is no loop and there is no multiple edge, and each pair of vertices are joined by an edge E1, right? यहाँ पे तो दो ही वर्टिसेस है और वो भी क्या है, ज्वाइन है. सो दिस ग्राफ इज कंप्लीट ग्राफ एंड डिनोटेड बाय K2 बिकॉज देयर आर टू वर्टिसेस. नाउ टेक थर्ड एग्जांपल. आई हैव टेकन हियर थ्री वर्टिसेस एंड ज्वाइन ईच वर्टेक्स, राइट, बाय एन एजेस. हियर if you choose any pair of vertices, that means if you choose these two vertices, these two vertices, these two vertices, every vertices are joined by an edge, right? So this graph is also complete graph. Now here this example, fourth one, right? Here we have taken here four vertices, right? So if we take these two vertices, pair of vertices v1 and v2, right? So here these two vertices are joined by an edge 1. Also if we take these two pair of vertices v2 and v4, these vertices also joined by an edge 6, right? So you take any pair of vertices, all vertices are joined by edges, right? Suppose we take another example here, 5, right? So here v1, v2, v3, v4 and v5. Is this graph complete? Let us check here. If there is no loop and no multiple edges, right? So first condition is satisfied. Let us check second condition, which is a graph in which each pair of distinct vertices are joined by an edge, right? So here we take these two pair of vertices, right? So these two vertices are joined by an edge, right? Also these vertices are joined, these two vertices are joined, these two vertices are joined, but this 5 and 3, there is no edge between the 5 and 3, right? So these two vertices are not joined. Also these two vertices are not joined. Also these two vertices v1 and v4 are also not joined, and also v1 and v3 are also not joined. Therefore this graph is not complete, right? I think you have understand